Okay, this spell is basically it's a picture box working, and I've also added an element of communication in there. So if you haven't heard from someone in a while, quite a while, this kind of spell would be good. It puts you on the person's mind, kind of thing. So if you could find a box, just something like this, even smaller would be fine. Uh, and you need either glue or I like honey, so that you can glue the photograph of the person onto the lid of the box. So what I've done is I've created this little poppet out of pale pink cloth, um, and I've baptized it in the name of the target. So I've blown life into it. I will do a video on how to baptize these little poppets, down the line, because I know a lot of people are wondering. So I'll get back to you with regards to that. Okay, so I filled the the little box with rose petals. Go with what you have. I've got rose petals. I've got orris root for a bit of like push. I've got off the top of my head, it's hard to remember, but a cinnamon to lust. There's bits and pieces in there. I will list it in the description box when I get a moment. So a little doll. I've got her photograph inside that, and I've put his name across the forehead, and I've put a heart around it so that he's on her mind. And I'm going to basically anoint it with some forgiveness reconciliation oil. I've done that with the petition paper as well. One moment. We need communication as well. Increased attraction is always good. Find it, that is. Increase attraction, that's the one. Okay. I'm just going to pop the doll in there. Now, one moment, I'm going to put this to the side. So what I want you to do as a second part to this, I'm going to do it on this. You probably already know this working. I've done this many times on the channel before. You put a pentagram or a star or whatever you want to call it at the top. I invert mine, but that's my own personal reasons for that. And you would then put something that represents the air symbol, or something to do with the air itself. So it could be angel wings, which I never use, to be honest with you, because I'm not much of an artist. I like the air symbol, which is the triangle with the line through it. You could use, like I said, anything that something to do with the air aspect of things. There's many things. So then I would do that. Then I would write a little letter, a petition. Please, Jane Doe, call, text, find me, social media, find me on social media, or contact me in person. I like to write that as well. As in, go to find the person physically. As in, go to the person's address, kind of thing. I always like to put, I'm sorry for any misunderstandings. You really just, clearing the roads by saying that. One moment, I need another pen. Okay, like I said there, I'm sorry for any misunderstanding that may have been caused, kind of thing. Go with whatever you want to write yourself. Please get in touch. You could write sincerely, thank you, whatever. And then your name at the bottom. John Doe will say. Now, what I like to do is also I like to put my... Ow, it's my funny bone, sorry. Damn it. What I like to do is I like to put the person's picture on the right I would cut out a small version of the photograph and put it on the right. It's up to you if you just want to go with the text of it, but I like to put the photograph of the target on the right, and on the left, if I'm using a seal of a spirit that helps with communication and getting in touch and all that. So, I mean, there's many Goetia spirits that you could use, but in this instance, I've asked Santissima Morte, so we're going to leave it there, and I've got that all on my other piece of paper. So, if you want, put a pentacle at the top. That's simply, that's basically showing that we're doing magic. And then an air symbol, so I'm going with a triangle with the line through it. You could use wings, you could use an airplane, whatever, a bird, whatever. If you're artistic, go with it. And then I just write, please Jane Doe, call, text, find me on social media, or contact me in person, come see me, something like that. I am sorry for any misunderstandings that may have been caused in the past. Please get in touch. Thank you. That's what I have penned, should I say. So I've got that on this piece of paper, and I've anointed that with contact oil and communication oil. A moment. Yeah. So what I do is I 5-spot like a dice. I've always done it this way, but at the end of the day, do it whatever way appeals to you. So for the client, I would like the client to do his version of this at home. Do this yourself. It will help. It's always the personal touch that helps as well. Don't worry about spirit sigils or the photograph. Just write her name and a little heartfelt message, contact me kind of thing. If you need help with getting that sorted, I can get in touch with you. So I'm going to fold that towards me and turn it clockwise and fold it towards me again and again. So you could put that near your laptop, near your phone, put it inside your phone case, near something that's got to do with communication. In this instance, it's going to be going into my box here. So I'll be placing the little doll on top of that. Whoops, she's popped out. Okay, this will sit on Holy Death's altar before I actually take it and bury it at the tree. So we're going to put a bit of cinnamon ginger over this just to get a bit of interest going. Some rose petals. Always good for love, that kind of thing. Let's see. I've got this as a little mix for love and attraction. But just go with whatever you've got and use that, and that will be fine. I'll put a bit of precipitation powder on it. Again, if you don't have this, it's no big deal. This is a road opener because we want to, remove the barricades that are stopping these two people who are reconnecting again. I know sometimes it can be a while. In this instance, it's been a while, but at the end of the day, I think when time passes, it does become harder, but it's not impossible at all. Not at all. With magic, everything is possible. It just takes time. I'm sorry, I'm looking for some on my church. There we go. That's enough. Okay. So I'm going to add a few more bits and pieces into that before I finish. But that's the basis of the spell. I hope this spell has made sense. So what we're doing, I'm going to actually add brown sugar in there. I'm going to cover that doll with a ton of brown sugar as well, just to let you know. So his photograph will be stuck this way. So when I flip the box over, he's going to be looking into her face, if you know what I mean. So it's going to put it's going to put him on her mind. And then we've got the contact me element and hopefully this lady will start to, think about the guy and make contact with him again. I think it really, really, really make his day. Even if she just picked up the phone and said hi or whatever, it's a starting point, if you know what I mean. Everything takes a bit of time, but this is, that would be a starting point if she just was to, say hello kind of thing. With social media and stuff, everything is possible. And if you don't decline it, if you don't have a social media account at the moment, I suggest you get one, because she could go looking for you that way, and you want to have all your options opened. So try your best to, you know, leave as many open doors for her to come through as possible. But yeah, I mean, I will do a reading in a separate video, because I don't like to, go on too long in these videos. So just to let you know that. But anyway, those contact me spells, they're very short little spells, and you can anoint, like I said, you can anoint the petition paper with the pentacle and stuff. You could anoint that with whatever oils you have. Even, if you have an oil specific to air, the air element, that is perfect. Anything at all, go with what feels right for you, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so that's what I've got at the moment. I'm gonna get a lot more workings out. I have a few workings to go out for two ladies. I think they'll know who they are. So we have two Santissima Morte workings. The ladies have great faith in the Santa Morte, and there's going to be two workings of an offering kind of nature, so that will go out. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to be probing through the Goetia a lot more, and we can see how things go. But I'm going to bind this box up with red yarn to close it, shut. And I'll be burning a candle on this probably for about 3 weeks or maybe longer. It depends. I go with what I feel, if you know what I mean. Sometimes these little boxes sit on her altar for months. It just depends on how I feel. Her altar's due a good cleaning, so I need to move some negative work out of the way. But like I said, that will be placed there, all bound up before it goes for burial. And I mean, you can burn a candle on it every day, or you can just sit with it and, speak your intent, to the Santa Morte. I like to talk to the Santa Morte. I talk to the Santa Morte when I'm putting makeup on. I talk to the Santa Morte, when I'm just relaxing on my own. I would just talk to her. I know it sounds as if I've got multiple personalities, but the Santa Morte is very, very, very special to me. And I talk to her, even in my head, I talk to her, if you know what I mean. And, there's times when I get, almost, I can feel her answers coming back to me and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I have a deep connection with her, and I love her to bits. She's done so much for me in this lifetime, and hopefully in many more lifetimes. But anyway, I'm sort of digressing, but you can call any spirit you want with regards to this. You could call a spirit of the air that, appeals to you, whatever. Just like I said, go with whatever feels right. If you have a matron or a patron that you work with, some people work with Hecates, that sort of thing. That would be, or the saints, if you're into the saints, go with that. But yeah, so I have to say, like, share, subscribe, and I will be doing a go live very soon. Very, very, very soon. I know I've said this a million times, but I will be doing a go live very, very soon. So watch the community section. I'll be announcing it there. It will be soon, actually, so it's just to let everyone know, and I really hope it goes well. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. I can always give it a try, and if it's not for me, it's not for me. And hopefully some of you will turn up. I really hope so. A lot of you have been there from the beginning, and I know who you all are, the ones that have been there from the beginning. I see you commenting in the, every time I upload a video, I see you. So it's just to let you know, not naming names, of course, I see you commenting, and I'm grateful. So just to let you know that. But anyway, for the client, I will get your reading sorted out and sent to you. It'll be separate in another video. And so that's what I have, and I will speak to you all again soon. Have a good evening.